search out those keywords: awakened, enlightened, light worker, spiritual path, starseed, whatever takes your kick, because there's all different age groups, remember. But being 60, I saw this and I was like, oh wow, this is shocking. Wow. Security sucks. Thought sucks. I mean, screening sucks. Facilities suck. What did they do? Me, I was like, all right, I'll just start art. Anyway, so now you can be polite and make friends and, you know, keep. I don't mind. I'm happy to talk to people, you know, 80-something, whatever. If they're intelligent, you can have an intelligent conversation with them, and friends. You know, you can make pen pals. But, you know, you don't want to sit there and type bloody essays out either. It takes too long. So, yeah, people can make friends around the world too. Everything's going online. Maybe I'll approach TikTok from a humanitarian point of view. I don't know if it's going to profit them, but I mean, it must do, because everybody was trying to hostile takeover, buy them out, and they were not commercial. They got to the biggest platform in the world by being a purely interactive, connective platform for the Joe soap. And now they got that big, they got taken over and made commercial. So what made them successful in the first place, they've completely changed it. That's what you know. They say, you got the winning recipe, don't change it. So you make something, you invent something, it is the best in the world. Why? Because it's exactly that. What do? Buy it and change it completely and screw it up. I mean, oh, good God. Where's the brain in that? Go figure. No, let's try and sell you something. No, because you can do that on every other platform. Google already harasses you with their bloody ads all the time. Facebook is purely ads now, 98% of their revenue. Anyway, no one offers, none of these dating sites. Well, look, I don't know. This old lady's not that, as I say, this is 1 week of sussing this out, of being on this site. I was like, wow. And you could immediately see the opportunities and flaws and problems. So this is, you know, this one's mind works like that. It's just, it's solution orientated, but it also sees all the, you know, just how the mind works. It sees the pattern, sees the, you know, it's great. It's great, a great tool. But yeah, I really think I should approach them. See if I can find someone, you know. I'm hoping someone will have the common sense to do that. You get in early, you can see where it's going in the first place. That's why TikTok did so bloody well. This is what blows your mind, right? TikTok saw that, or they just guessed it. So they started this platform, which was really funky. If any of you were on the original TikTok for all these, you know, terminations and changes, and commercialized it. It was like, wow, it was absolutely interactive. It was only that the Joe soaps on here. It wasn't for celebrity, it was for the guy next. It was so strange. Wow, it was really interesting, actually. Wow, it was amazing. It was like eye-opener of note. So, and now it's completely, and that's what had the most people on. Why? First of all, this one was just guided to share the spiritual knowledge. But scrolling through there, it really was interesting, because I had never seen, you know what I learned a lot? I don't know any autistic people. And there were autistic people sharing their stories and what it was like to be autistic, not from a psychiatrist's point of view, or a shrink, or a doctor trying to diagnose and telling you. This is what TikTok was like. You could actually listen to people and hear their story. And the first time I actually got a real good insight in what it was like to be an autistic person. And it was nothing that I thought. Because all, you know, this is what the signs are and symptoms, nonsense, you know. From their point of view, it was not at all. They don't want to be treated like that. And it was so nice. So you could actually get to hear other people's perspectives, feelings, opinions, watch some hillbilly eating, you know, whatever, and some strange lady doing something, you know, and this one dancing, and this guy just sitting playing games and talking, picking his nose. I mean, it was absolutely fascinating, because you would never get the opportunity to see that kind of thing How many people would have got the opportunity to, you know, really interact with a hillbilly or see how they live, or you know, an autistic person, share their story and talk to them, or all these kind of things. This is what TikTok did. It brought people, you could for the first time get an insight into the lives of everyone and anyone. I mean, you know, no matter what their problem was, what they were doing, what they liked, they were sharing it. It was like such an eye-opener. And that's why billions of people were drawn to it. So then people start intimidating and trying to buy them out and hostile takeovers and threat. And look what TikTok is now. Wall Street. Completely commercialized. Wow. So that people will, you know, someone else will stop and off they go again, hopefully. So here we are. We're going through awakening. People are desperate to connect even more, interact, unity, to meet like-minded people. No ways for awakened people to meet. Huge flaws in these sites, huge safety things, huge, you know, just wow, they're actually just pathetic. They're an excuse for a dating site. You can't tell me you couldn't have thought of something better. Come on. And we've got a massive population of elderly people, like this one has noticed, who are lonely. Who, can you imagine this, after a week of just going on them, like, no. How, they must be not interested in even trying. I mean, it's just to go through all that nonsense. Because there's no way to filter out people, there's no way to check, there's no way to, you know, try and, anything is just palmed on you. And yeah, there's not enough vetting, there's not enough, you can't put enough preferences on there, there's no video, yeah, there's no, everyone knows this. So, there we are. There's got to be some bright, young, intelligent somebody out there, or some backers that will back them and do a proper, you know. People want human interaction, and that's why TikTok did so well. And now they've completely commercialized it, because exactly, it does well, everyone just sees money. That's what I'm saying. It amazes you. You just think, what's wrong with them? Get hold of it and think now, okay, now how we can make money out of it, and completely change the entire thing that made it successful in the first place. And you're like, someone's missing the plot here completely. Don't mess up a good, it's like a recipe, you know, good cake. Take out the main ingredients, what happens? It's going to flop. Somebody else is going to get sharp and make one, you know. People want to interact. How hard is that to get? Wow. Yeah. Anyway, anyone else got any ideas? Or do you know of any platforms? I mean, not that I'm aware of any platforms out there that do any of these things. Wow. They should definitely not be doing live locations. Public anyway, that should be for the app if they want that, but that shouldn't be, you know, they should be able, they should put the nearest city or something, but they shouldn't put two, you know, and they should have much more stuff and videos and actual pictures and all kinds of, and you know, what they like and whatever. You shouldn't have a little section here where you can write a few things about yourself. It just tells you nothing about a person. Anyway, there we are. So anyone over there who's 50 and over 50, you're still having fun. This one had lots of fun. But 60 onwards, wow. And if you are thinking ahead, like you see, you know, you don't know. You could end up in a wheelchair, walker, this and that. You know what? You know that's, and as my friends have found out, you know, there's the physical aspects. You're not looking for the physical because you know that's not going to be lasting long or doesn't work, or you know it's not a priority. Because, yeah, when you're young, that's all they want to do. You know, everyone knows. Yeah. Haven't tamed the monkey at all. So, wow. Anyway. Sad. So, people, share those ideas anyway. Especially if you know anyone that knows anything about IT or hopefully an app or wants to finance it. I'm going to try and approach them. Purely out of a humanitarian, or just, you know, you can see it, as I'm saying. There's an opportunity there. Don't tell me you can't make money out of it. Then you've got to be in TikTok dead. How come everyone was trying to get hold of the bloody platform? Exactly. You see, they thought, oh, there's billions of people there. Let's sell something to them. Chase them off. Why are the bloody people on there? Because they wanted to interact. Now they can't interact. You change all your algorithms. You're trying to force feed them and sell them things, and you lose them all. But this thing they've gone commercial is a commercial thing, because dating, and not only dating, people are looking, well, that's what I'm saying, who knows, for everything. You're going to have young people on there, so, you know, they'll be still doing the young people thing, but older people as well. So it's got to cater to all these things. It's got to be much more filtered. So TikTok, I think, seeing they are bloody commercial now, would be the perfect thing to now make a section called TikTok Dating. But offer them live videos with a match, live calls, live videos, a video profile, you know, pictures, and, you know, whatever, saying what they like. I really think, I can't believe that you would, first of all, instead of chasing people off now with where you've commercial, it's become a mainstream, everyone knows it was on here. People aren't that happy anymore. The normal people aren't happy. You know, yeah. It's because they're not getting, it's not what it's about anymore. It's about, you know, news, some celebrity, whatever they're doing, and someone's trying to sell you something and market something, and politically, and it's just, yeah. And missing the plot that the entire world is waking up, and people are desperately looking to connect, and are looking for unity, social interaction, friendship. There's a demand for it. There's a social need for it. There's a mental health need for it. There's an everything need for it. Huge amount of old people that are lonely as well. Wow. Isolated. So on a social aspect, we are failing humanity big time. So there's definitely an opportunity, an avenue. I can't believe that it can't benefit a platform or financially or something in some way. It must be able to. At least they're going to get them on here. And if they get them on here, then maybe they can sell something to them. You know, who knows? They might get more luck. You know, because otherwise, I don't think. If you want to buy something, you're not going to come to TikTok to look for it. They came here to find other people, to listen to tarot readings. Now you're not even finding those. On your For You page, people are not finding this one. The preferences, all those preferences just don't happen anymore. And it's all you ever watch. So don't tell me it's good. Your algorithms are not listening to what you want. You're going to be pushed what they want you to see. This is TikTok. That's just a fact, the truth, and everyone's discovered that. So if you're going to be force-fed content, if you have a dating Facebook, TikTok dating thing done properly like this, not like where you're going to exactly be scammed out of all kinds of nonsense and crap. For the awakened community, you are one step ahead of everybody else, because you can't do it on YouTube. So they've got an advantage, TikTok, because YouTubers, you know, they won't have that sort of thing. TikTok is the ideal platform for this. They've definitely got that gap, because it is a video platform in the first place. So it wouldn't take too much of an adjustment, I think, to do a dating thing where you can also, you know, then phone or video call or voice call your match on here. That's something nobody else does, and it will be seriously used. So they're going to get a lot of footage and a huge amount of time, people on here. Because if an elderly man, like that man sitting in, I'm not going to say because it's just for his sake, that wrote to me a few days ago, who's, you know, in his 80s, believe me, he would be on here, they'd be using this. And they can meet someone like that, they can see the videos, see the people, see the pictures, okay, start talking, agree to things, and they would literally, because they got nothing, they're bored, they're lonely. More than half our population sitting at home. Widowed, single, divorced, retired, or lonely. Retired, that's the fact, that's the statistics. They would be seriously sitting on TikTok at night. Probably one phone call every night, one of them, to, you know, now they meet a lady, a date, a match. Some of them pen pals, you know what I mean? They might just make friends. Someone they maybe went to World War II with, that lives in France, who knows, you know. But like this man, you know, They're really lonely. And young people are looking for like-minded people. The awakened people are seriously looking for people on the awakened journey, friends to connect with, groups, in the area. They can maybe meet up, maybe start something. Let's join a yoga. So everybody will bloody use it, literally. TikTok will have a lot of people on their platform. It'll keep them on here. Okay, it doesn't mean they're going to sell, because like me, you're still just like, nah, scroll off, not interested, If you, there's some kind of disconnect here. If you're looking to buy something, right, then you go looking for that. So I want to go, I want to go and buy an oven now. I'm going to go now specifically go and look up an oven. Anyway, online, Well, anyway, who knows, whatever they're trying to do. Anyway. Anybody got any useful ideas to add to this? Please let me know, because I really want to try and approach them. I see opportunity here, big time. Not that I'm an IT person, but I mean, I see an opportunity big time, financially, in growth, in investment. Don't tell me it's not going to work. Have you? Aha, there we are. I see major opportunity here. You see opportunity, you see a gap. You see there's a huge hole of market. There's a huge need for this. So as a business person, minded, or solution, this one just solution. It'll find solutions to everything. It sees the problem. I've got the brain that sees problems. It can scan and see the problems and faults and thieves and crooks and whatever. That's just how this brain works, right? It scan, okay, a problem here, that doesn't work. It'll see all the things, but then luckily it also sees all the, oh wow, you can do this, fix that. Here we are. It sees the solution, thank God. And I'm like, why don't they get it? And then you think, why is no one doing this? You see, especially when you see where the things are going. Sorry, someone sent, what is that? Charlotte, do you want to join? Okay, hang on.
Oh my goodness, I'm actually doing this.
Hi.
Okay, because I've got dyslexia, I was trying to type as fast as in real time, so I was
No,
answering what
don't worry, I
you,
know, don't worry, yes.
but like I was just literally just trying to do a post myself, but before you can post, like it comes up and you're talking about the exact thing that I've been thinking about and like contemplating. So when you said your brain's like, so here's my secret plan,
Yeah.
right? So there's 8 people in the room. So what I've been doing is like over the years, I've been watching how uh, the behavior of people and how we saturate our learning through, for example, before TikTok and other platforms, it was Google will be our teacher. Let's have it. Ask Google. Ask Google. How many times did people ask Google?
Yeah.
So now watching what TikTok is, because it's been for a while now been not very beneficial to people, and it's been maybe, how can I say, I've been banned, but I'm now not banned when I wear their clothes, and I get like a lot of agents or people. I don't want to use my platform for that and be that's not what I want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But what's weird is I was thinking maybe Charlotte, right? If now because before I used to wear, just try and paint, and I would wear my own clothes, and apparently I was too sexy for TikTok, but now I do exactly the same thing but in their clothes and the stuff that they send me, and it's absolutely fine. But I haven't linked it to commission because people over profit, mate. I really don't care about like things like that. But I was thinking to dominate how people are watching TikTok or using it as a way of like filling their time with something rather than investing in themselves. If I would use, like the adverts of selling stuff, but being me anyway and doing it covertly, it's a
Mm.
way of getting more traffic in. For the last 4 years, I've been trying to do it organically because I've never learned about marketing. So TikTok has actually helped me over the years while watching it and how it's changed.
Mm.
It's been really interesting how they have marketed, because before TikTok was a child platform. I was getting my nieces and nephews to show me in
I know.
2009.
TikTok was a people's platform. Now the algorithms suppress the people. My For You page, I do not find, you only saw people on here. Now I'm seeing the normals, every kind of celebrities, Hollywood stars, commercials, businesses, doctors. Everything is official kind of thing. There's no Joe Soap. So the average guy that's trying to make an issue selling something and you're making a lot of money through them, you're not being seen. So it's what I'm saying. You've wiped out. This is what made it billions of people.
Yeah.
Because it was interactive. People, that's what I can't understand. I just don't get it. They don't see it. They're not awake. There's a desperate need for people to connect with other people. TikTok saw that. They hit the nail. This lot of now, because they didn't go, they didn't put it on stock market. So there was so many attempts to hostile takeover and buy, didn't work. So anyway, never mind.
I hear you.
Let's
I
get a
hear
video
you.
about that.
I hear
But
you.
this is
I
what
hear
I'm
you.
saying. The dating thing, seeing it is commercial. And now they can.
Yeah, but I feel
I
like
don't
it's
see them losing money by.
universal. They're making it as a representation, actually, what is, if we can't accept something fully as a whole, then it can't be actually whole. So TikTok actually is a representation of how it's actually merging and aligning everything. It's so weird how so many streams of things are coming together. But I was thinking also, as a Pisces and a water, I love water, go with the flow. And I was thinking, actually, maybe TikTok's already doing all the hard work. So I was thinking, so if I did, it makes me feel uncomfortable that I even am actually talking about maybe thinking about it. But I was thinking, so technically, if I wore one of it, like say, yeah, okay, I'll sell some of your products. So I could do like a double language. So I'll be like, yeah, hi, this is brilliant. But if you're obviously awake, you're going to find another layering of it. Do you know what I mean? So I play with words and linguistics, and I can, most of my life, I've never been able to talk or express myself properly. So I've had to use a different form of language and linguistics to get my message through. And so when TikTok and the Chad, I don't call it AI, starts filtering stuff, I'm like, oh, I was already born for this. This is what England's like anyway. So it's just like, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try.
I think they have gone commercial already, right? And you're not going to change them because it's to say this. Look who the stock shareholders are. That's all about money, and they're going to promote and push what they want you to see. They're trying to, who knows? They've taken over and want to do their own. They've got their own idea, but it doesn't mean they're going to keep the people on here. But they're here. I'm offering. You're going to give them a solution. Do this. You're going to draw people to the platform because there is nobody doing it. So if you're going to really do that, start TikTok dating, friendship. You can have a section friendship and dating. So which what's the name does. So then you got and it will be, you will draw people to your platform. Yes, maybe because they always think they got more chance of selling them some nonsense, or they this is what they're doing. Now, let's be honest. This one can only be on. Sorry, it's quite blunt. So
No.
This is obviously what they're doing because For You, I'm being force fed stuff that I don't like, especially political nonsense and political games and rubbish and around elections. So it's ever paying, you are being pushed stuff. Even if I block it and try and avoid it, I'm being force fed. I mentioned that. All kinds of things I don't want to see, and politics and games and nonsense and propaganda and marketing and Hollywood, and they just, it keeps them relevant. They're trying to keep their own because they've got money in it, so they're trying to keep the star relevant because now whatever nonsense, it's not your thing. But you're going to see the nonsense anyway. So, but if they do this, you are now first of all offering a service which is so desperately needed. I don't know how much space and more big, but please, all these things I say, if they do that, my God, you're going to be busy because people can actually phone each other on here, then talk to each other, phone or voice calls. They can date, they can find friendship, but they need, like this filters where they can really now filter out. So the young people can find light workers. The awakened community can actually find people, sift those keywords, and they'll only find, not like the algorithms, awakened, enlightened, last stars, whatever they look. Vegans, some people only want to date vegans, or or you've got to be whatever bias or gender, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying that's it. Just offer them those bloody services, and then we've got all of us in Europe with these elderly people that are so damn lonely. and not mobile, and there's nothing for them. And this is safe.
Yep.
So you'd have, like I was saying, all the problems of space. Oh, I mean, you shouldn't have the location; it's not safe. People want to now, take the next step and start talking.
Mhm.
You got to give them your number. No, no, no.
Well,
So
it's not even
we're
about
offering.
dating. Like I
Yeah,
used what you've just said. I used TikTok as an exposure therapy of like getting used to like after going through stuff. You know, when confrontation happens, I was like, actually, TikTok's amazing because I used to go on dog walks, and when the trolls or things happened, because it was on a screen, I felt so much safer and like because it was removed.
yeah, you are.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
see, and it is safer, but also we need to kind of teach how to use like a safety guideline because with masking anyway in general, then you've got this anyone with an account can some people lose anonymity and then some people mask it even harder, and it's even harder to be safer sometimes when you're genuine on the
But then I think it's an advantage because why? If you've got make this a dating app, right, and your dating profile is a video, you
yeah,
should not
okay,
be allowed to actually even have a flippin' dating profile unless you've got a
yeah,
damn video there, so people
yeah, I
can
like that.
know that is you and what you sound like, what you look like, because we got enough fake pictures and bullshit out there as it is.
Yeah.
Put your pictures as well, and you can make shorts and saying my favorite food is this. I don't like that. This is my deal dating. You're saving people a lot of hassle. They can see, oh no, okay, I don't do this, I don't do that sport, I don't eat that, so we're definitely not going to match. Oh, they're not spiritual. Yes, they're not enlightened. Whatever, all these things. Oh, they're going to be over 60. Yes, they definitely are. You can see what they're talking about. So you cut out all the bullshit. You are having safety. You're not also locating them. You're giving them an option where they can now.
Is
This
that
is
not what
the
TikTok
biggest
is
thing. I
already?
think that it will be a winning combination is they offer the calls, because
Yeah.
this is what I say. Because look, people are gaming together. People want to interact. So if people now can meet people on here, make friends, even if they're in another country, and they can sit and have video calls or live, or phone voice calls over here, TikTok will double its, they're going to retain. And then also remember, they've got the feet on there, the people. There's a chance then, this is how they think from their side. I'm not, that they can market, sell, see this, because this is what they're doing. People are being paid. Obviously, I'm getting stuff I don't want to see,
Yeah.
political nonsense and pushed. People are paying for you to see things, and push its opinions and all kinds of other nonsense. But yeah, so they would have then, and they would retain people on here because they'll pull them off all other dating sites because no one's doing it and they're useless, as I say. There isn't any. It'll combat loneliness, mental health, all these things. There's no awakened community. I just see benefits in all ways, and I just think TikTok is the perfect platform because they already have this kind of thing. So it's not much of a, you know,
Over the years of like, obviously, I kind of only ever was the generation of just when it first all the platforms started developing. But what was really interesting about the birth of TikTok was considering that the power and marketing of Facebook and that, and how quick when TikTok really boomed in 2020 in England, there was such a massive like drop of users, like for a big um startup or a kickstart of something to take a well-established for years marketing platform. I think that like Facebook look ridiculous amounts, and I was just, and as someone who's neurodiverse and my creativity because of my dyslexia as well, I'm not going to lie, TikTok has it. I find it so it's an easy, happy, and that's what it's doing. It's like I feel they have more a primary soft creative feel where I feel the what's weird is when I talk to other people who don't use TikTok, and I was talking about even though everything's a platform, how weird there's like this judgmental like weird platform that they're like, oh, I don't use TikTok. I was like, all right, okay, well, I'm with the kids anyway because I've
that's also, you see, that was because of hostile takeover. They was trying to intimidate them to sell, because there was attempts. People, so obviously they tout all kinds of things to discredit, threaten. So TikTok would, give in or sell or whatever. That is part of this corporate sort of hostile takeover type tactics. If you know about it, you can see them. They do this kind of thing. So that was an intimidation thing. But if you, like you said, why TikTok was, because it was interactive, because anyone could come on here. That's what it was for.
yeah.
You see, and now they've gone commercial. So okay, well, you're not going to change that because now they've got their way and they've got their shares and whatever. And So now they've gone commercial, right? Because they exactly what they want. This is how their brains work. Unaware. We see we've got billions of people on here now, so we've got an audience. You see, unawake and in consciousness. We've got an audience now. We can try and manipulate them,
Yeah.
sell them stuff, or and whatever.
Play the jazz hands,
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah,
why were they on here? You want to keep them on here. So if you could do like Facebook, how many people just left? It'll never get off there. You're not going to keep the business.
yeah. But the thing is,
I'm
like, you don't
saying
have
what they're
contribution.
looking for now, TikTok, it can be like there's a happy, lucky for both. So TikTok, the commercial, and they've got shares. So the
Yeah,
same shareholders have got shares in Warner Bros. And all this nonsense and the stars and whatever they're trying to sell you and
yeah,
politics. So they're not going to change doing what they're doing. But now
yeah.
you're going to make a happy marriage. You're going to give people what they need because now you've taken it away from them. They want interaction. They want to connect. They want to meet up with people, like-minded people, awaken. They're trying to find community big time. And this is, as I say, I notice with these older people, they are lonely, they're widowed, they're divorced. The majority of our populations are over 60. So you're giving them that now, tuning where they can make pen pals and talk and meet people and whatever they're going to bloody do. The youngsters, they're all online. Yes. So they can find mate, date, real date, see the person. There's a video. So she's not like playing. She looks like she does look like that. She sounds like that. Yes, I like her, whatever energy is better. So you really are catering to everybody.
I hear that.
You can have groups, and you're giving them facilities where they can actually talk safely. So they will bloody use it, trust me, because now you can have video calls because people are tired of this. So now you match, and now you sort of chatting a bit. Now you actually typing messages. Now you want to actually talk to them. Everybody does. They're going to, and why? They're not going to be navigating to WhatsApp, are they? So you're going to take more business away from Facebook because now they can actually video call where they both accept. Now they can connect and do a call over TikTok. Believe
There would
me,
have to be an
the amount
option.
of the amount of energy, the time people are going to spend on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. If
But
you
do you know
have
what I
a
love
dating
saying
platform.
about the difference of for me, my cycle, I don't know, just the impact that it's had. Like, WhatsApp's more like you give your number out because it's personal. See, when I've been doing my platform, when I like for years, when I had a breakthrough, most people call it a breakdown, but it's a breakthrough. I had I had a lot of weight. And it's funny how when you start to obviously care about yourself and you invest in yourself, how people change their behaviors and the way that they speak to you. The amount of messages, I'm very glad in a way, I'm not going to lie to you, that TikTok doesn't have the ability, when you first say if you follow someone that if you're not following each other, it has that kind of like bar already, but like that safety screen of like you can't send too many messages or you can't send pictures because people at the moment where we're so disconnected, we don't know how to behave and how respect is because we don't respect.
That's what I'm saying, because even what's the name? They are scammers. Of course they're
Yeah.
scammers. They put fake pictures out, this and that. Anyone can connect, as I'm saying, dating sites. Anyone can. You don't know if they're genuine at all. Because there is no video, there's you can't vet them.
I
But this
hear
way, there's
you.
a
Right,
bloody
I
video
hear you.
profile, pictures,
Yeah, I
and you
hear
don't
you.
have to give actual location because that's
Yeah,
not safe in the first place. You don't have to then, even if you do start to, because these con artists. So
yeah,
then
yeah.
you can see there's the video when you start talking to them safely on some platform that you don't that is the same person, the same video. Oh yeah, okay, so there's not a fake
Yeah,
video, not a fake
yeah.
picture, that is really them.
But also,
And you can build up that thing safely first.
when you're yeah, how can I say you're back in you and you are aware of the now. This is, there was once a post on TikTok that went viral, Shanice, I smell a rat. And it's weird because, energy doesn't lie. So if you are awakened, you can already feel that. But I understand the app is actually for people that haven't been able to get to that level of awareness, either through, it's hard, like denial. I think it's sailing on the river denial because that's how I stay stuck. But with TikTok, now where it's changed, I don't feel like people, because I use it as learning, because at first, when we were connecting, I was watching stuff that was quickly on, it wasn't adverts. it was stuff of learning. And now it's changed, as you said, because of the shareholders. But now, so all of that fruitful information is being lost again.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to start losing feet, and nobody's catering. You see, so I'm saying here's the loophole. You see an
Yeah.
opportunity, but nobody's doing it. And that's why I thought, geez, TikTok would be the perfect platform. Literally, it has already got, the basis foundation. So TikTok would like wipe the market out.
Mm.
If you could filter, have these keywords, FYU, Waken, Starseed, all these things, you could actually search for those in the profiles with that as well. And offer that, oh my God, they'd wipe the floor.
I love hearing
They would
about
go Bumble and Tinder down the toilet,
this is
because
why I love TikTok, because I'm so impressed with, like, for example,
it
the
has
reason
great opportunity.
I know, isn't it? Like,
But
talk
you've got to
about
cater for the people too, not just your pocket. Yeah. You
yeah,
see, now we've
yeah,
gone commercial again. We're going to try and force, but who the hell are you going to force shit on? Because, like me, I'm hardly ever on here now because there's nothing I want to see. I cannot find the stuff. I want
yeah,
to
but
be like this one. We are going through an
yeah,
awakening, which seems to be missing the plot. Everyone seems to be forgetting about that. So now, and you can see that everyone wants to connect and meet people, and also we got mental health. So for all reasons, you people are looking for unity and connection, right? So now that's been taken away because if I scroll here, I'm not going to find anybody. I might find in the entire, I might be, let's say, 1 hour I'm scrolling on for you now, and it's got nothing to do with my algorithms and preferences. They've been ignored. And
yeah,
maybe 2 videos out of 1 hour, there's how fast they go, that I will see spiritual
mm,
content or anybody. It will be everything else but someone. It's advertising, it's marketing, it's a doctor, a shrinker, this, the lawyer, celebrities, news stations, political, financial lawyers. I mean, oh man, it's
yeah.
just, yeah,
And
it's just
managers all
marketing.
together, and after a while, see, the thing is, I love little clues. I can't help it. I'm so playful. I'm such a child, but it's like I call it blues clues. Like the word TikTok, which is the sound of tick tock, tick tock. And I was like, one day, I was like, oh my god. Well, when you're doom scrolling and your brain has been oversaturated and it's been just numbed by just you're not even listening anymore. And you're just scrolling. There was a moment that I was like, oh my goodness. It takes because obviously I love learning of neuroplasticity and things, but it takes seven seconds for our brain, the human brain, to receive information and already subconsciously know if we're going to be engaged or not, and also create the brain chemicals of dopamine, which is obviously stuff of concentration and motivation.
It's
So
addictive. That's why this app was designed for that. It's addictive, absolutely.
mhm,
But that's what
mhm.
I'm saying. But the
It's
thing
not
is,
isn't
you're
it?
not going to. But here, here's an opportunity. You're going to keep people on here. You see, because now you're also going to help. You're giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
No one's done it. So everyone benefits all round. You know what I mean? Mental health. All these
Yeah, I
people
don't
now.
want to lose my anonymity so much at the moment. I've been using it as a way of because of throughout my life I haven't been able to express myself. So I've been using it as an artist to like gain confidence and just creatively grow. And also it's been really nice re-watching if you find it hard to reflect on your own things. So I've used it as a video diary and now re-watching the stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness. So it's been like a self-therapy pocket. But
Yes.
now where I've grown in confidence and people have, I'm like, oh shit, can I really deal with that level of like, because I don't do it to do viral. I just do it to like, just as you say, connect, be real. Even though when the world outside was scary, TikTok created that safe pocket of playground to
You
do
can
that.
meet like-minded people. I've made friends on here all over the
Yeah.
world because now I don't find. That's what I'm saying. This is why you stayed on here. Now you don't do it because I do not see any new people on for you. I do not see anything, any spiritual content, any
Yeah.
light. They just don't show it to you. They're showing me what they want me to see. This is what I'm trying to say. So eventually, hello, what people are going to do? They're going to go where they can because they're looking for
Mhm.
that. I'm saying if TikTok got clever now, and it's to say you're talking to people. It's the same. It's a pattern, as you know. It's mind. So they program that. So they think they stock market shares, marketing, the same. That's they're like this, the blinkers. So that's how they see it. But now you're saying here's an opportunity to do both.
Mm.
You can now keep the people on you, retain the traffic, bring more traffic to you by offering people what they actually bloody want, and
See,
you
what
can
would
make money out of it. I mean, how it's not rocket science.
TikTok have their shop,
You like what?
um, the TikTok shop, and it's actually phenomenal how TikTok like operate now. and sell stuff and sell, like, they're merging people, as we were talking like about
Yeah.
selling stuff. Yeah, I had a look at how they were just like, and then I started researching stuff about, especially with England, because, for example, Amazon now, the prices of delivery of things have gone up.
Uh,
Why? Because of the political kind of movements, where obviously it's cost a lot more to ship stuff because of political
But
increase.
also, it's they're paying for it because you see TikTok, you see Amazon's ads, but you will not see any small guys that'll shop or trying to sell you. There's some little man that's trying to sell. I'm saying all the small people have been suppressed on here. Lightworker Star Seeds, the guy that's selling, his own little thing, trying to showing these pictures, whatever else. If he's not got millions and not making a lot, they do not. The algorithms are suppressing. It's manipulated. So the algorithms are. But that's what I'm trying to say is they're still not missing the point. It's always about what we want and not the people. Now we can actually, if we offer them, say, a solution to meet both.
Yeah.
And you can make your money. And you're going to make people happy. When we've got, like, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking. This is statistics. Look at the population. They're all old and bloody lonely. Like, I felt so sorry. So you've got all these people over 60, not by mobile, lonely. What do they do? You can talk. You're going to keep them on you, believe me, if you're offering them something. Big time. Then you've got all the young people that also want interaction, dating, meet people. They like to meet people like-minded, but obviously different preferences. So they want to meet up with people over there and someone from Japan because they're curious. They want to meet new people and what is it like and chat. That's so they're looking for, but you can cater to all the niches if you have your filter. You
Yeah.
can filter them out by search by those key things. You see.
Oh, see, I'm such a little scallywag as well, though. The thing is, where I'm committed to just being me and authenticity because of my life of just like, everyone has a go at you for trying to be you. I've got to the point where I'm going to be really transparent. I've worked with a lot of different social systems, like within prison, within social care. And what I've started, when you said you saw ads and ads, from my angle on where I'm streaming from my phone, I'm getting, and it's breaking my heart, like watching a younger generational put in their own posts of creativity, thinking like the way that they're trying to express themselves, it's breaking my heart. It's not that it's wrong at all. It's more that I can, when you say about connection. So the reason why I've really started how can I say, I've done humiliation rituals. So I feel this is why now I'm more confident in doing it, because I've got a healthy ego and I'm aware. But I'm trying to flood the market. When you said we're sick of watching all the shit. So it's got to the point that I thought, well, why don't we also immerse? If I can flood the market with like I know I'm a beautiful, like there's beauty in chaos, and I'm trying to do that double layered learning of like, here's the jazz hands, but here's the right message. And it's, how can I say, reframing the game with
Yeah, but all I see, you see, this is how the brain scans. What I'm seeing here is, okay, you got the awakened community, which is growing, and this is the whole planet going through awakening. So they're going to want to meet people, as you say. The videos, those lot are looking for spiritually, when they first start off, spiritually connected people, which they can't find anymore, and to make friends or date, however. And now the video, like you say, they can read their energy, they can do their psychic bit, but you've got a huge amount of elderly people. Same thing, not being catered for. You've got the youngsters, all of this, and it baffles the mind. And you think, well, here it is, people, bingo. I mean, you just, as a business, from a business point of view, I just see this as a win. I mean, I can't believe that no one thought of it. I'm like, wow, you're gonna clean the market out, and you're gonna have the busiest platform, the most people on it, staying on it because they will be never off it if they've got that opportunity to connect and they can video and voice. Oh my God, it's gonna be busy. I mean, I know that's what I'm saying. I don't think WhatsApp will lose massive business, but there we are. But because it'll be incorporated in their dating thing. But it'll help mental health. So in all aspects, we are
yeah.
benefiting humanity. We've got a loneliness problem, mental health problem. People want to connect. On the Waken Lot, they're looking for like-minded unity, community. You're going to be now giving all of that community. Let people find community on here, unity, meet like-minded people. In all brackets, you're going to cater to that. It's not rocket scientists. I can't believe it's not going to be that much of a thing to do it, to put an app in. Hello.
Well, it won't even be an act.
We've got bright people out there. Well, you must be able to screen them. So all the awakened spiritual people will be able to find their tribes and their friends and connect and make
Well, you've got
groups.
TikTok
All these
only really have
pensioners
to
that are lonely, can't get out, aren't mobile, find pen
have.
pals and their friend in the Second World War, whatever, and
Yeah.
and Mrs. So and so, and she can show them how to make tea or knitting classes. Who gives a shit? It makes them happy. They want to interact. People are desperate to interact. TikTok now, these people looking to keep people feet or whatever, most views, they're going to have everybody on their bloody platform. If you just have this, because everybody is looking to meet, whether it's date, friendship, I've covered them all. So yeah, absolutely.
Attachment or connection. When you were saying that and you've been talking though, I was just thinking all TikTok really need to do is, every time they do like an update or something, gives you like an extra little like add-on or something. All they're going to do is obviously add the option and little guidelines about phone call button, and then obviously have a little separate thing. When collectively we talk about things like this, it's already happening because it must be like they are business. The way that they drive business.
It won't be obviously on here. It'll be like a section thing. I don't know how they do it. It'll be in TikTok, but it'll be like, say, TikTok dating. And you go to their TikTok friendship. So there we are. I mean, you're still going to have them on here. And then I'm sure they can still have some section where you go through, that they can maybe put an ad or nonsense, whatever they want to do. But obviously, common sense, it's safety. You can have a button where both would have to accept the fact before you want to actually video call or call the person. You know what I mean? So then you like them and you can start, I mean, this platform, people will never be off it. It would be, so people will be on you all the time, because could you imagine, there's billions of people all around the world, and they can connect, they'll be phoning and chatting. I mean, oh God, it's going to be so busy. But there we are. To meet them, you've got to have that video and profile and pictures, and story. You can share about who you are, what you want, what you like. I mean, that's what they want, actually. People are, and I can't see it because, like you, right? If you're looking for someone like this one, I'm like, I don't know. How are you going to find out? How long is it going to take you when all you've got is a picture? Maybe not old, young, fake. I mean, not even the name is nothing. You know nothing about the person. Half the time it's like, oh, good God, no. You don't even going to waste your time, or like, how do you know? You know nothing. It's like, no.
I know. No.
With this way, you'll be quickly able to see, yes, I like that person. Poof, no, I don't. Yes, that interests me. Like the same things. And that will also give them then topics. Oh, wow, they love that. And this is their passion. And oh, me too. Who knows? But this is the future.
We have profiles now, like the profile we have already on TikTok. Like, you were talking, if they put like a option of like, say if you did want to meet friends and dating, it would allow, like if they had another little button that would give you like another little like page where you could have, your profile, like you were saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You'll be separate, because TikTok, you say, you've got the commercial side now, which is, all this, and it's commercial now. So I'm saying we were on here. It was an interactive platform. This is what we were doing on here. So you could meet each other and find. So people that are, if you're following people already now, you can find them. I do not find any new people. No new light workers, spiritual content, any of that anymore.
Really?
At all. No, nothing. Your algorithms are completely manipulated. So why would you stay on here? You see, how you really now just cancel the fact that this is what people did. You could find other people and you'd start following them, and you.
I call it the iceberg effect. I see it as a I call it a boom, where I've been waiting, like when TikTok first, and it started to become quite toxic, or whatever word people want to use. It just was, what we're saying is like, yeah, that's not really good for me. What naturally happens as human behavior is people go away like the waves, and then it comes back in, because we have already been primed like classical conditioning. So the brain has a familiar pattern. So it's like that toxic ex that you're going back to.
No, because you're on the waking path.
I feel the creativity people at the moment, what on my face, the FYP, it's just lots of creative people. So I don't know. I feel like that it's slowly. I feel like the universe, that iceberg, you can only see at the moment. I feel like it's doing its thing. When you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, it's like Not even with that. That's might be sounding
I
weird.
don't know, because I mean, if you look at everybody else, and if you've been observant, and I've been in it for a few years,
Yeah.
it's and I've got. I mean, you can put your preferences, you can refresh all you want, and literally, then I would, if that was the case, I would be seeing all of that stuff, because those are I don't see any of the stuff that I like, any preferences, anything like that anymore. Like now, completely, especially recently since this whole takeover of Ryan Media, nothing. Absolutely the opposite. So what is the point? Why would someone stay on here when anything you want to look at? That's why you go to YouTube now. You go and follow people. You can't interact, but so anything you want to look at, you want to listen to, you think this is the media, this is marketing, is not on here anymore. So luckily, the
Depends what
people
you
that I'm
use the
already
platform
following,
for.
I can still see their stuff, but I'm not meeting any new people. And the same with them. And desperately on the awakened path, it's not toxic. That's what I'm saying. The consciousness is rising. The toxic habits are going. When you start waking up, that's what leaves. So you're
Yeah.
not going to revert back to any toxic behavior. You're just like me. You just don't even do it. I'd rather sit and color in. Thank you. That's all. That doesn't happen. And if you like it or not, we are awakening. The consciousness is rising, but we are not seem to be looking there. You know what I mean? There seems to be, because obviously those that are maybe have the main shareholders are definitely not awakened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
And they're running the same old patterns, marketing, da 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 da, and yeah, but it's logic. That's what I say. You're like, well,
when before we
hi, it's
trying
nice
to
to speak
gain
to you.
awareness, I feel like there's that breakthrough of like, I know I've had ego deaths loads of times and blah, 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 blah. But I'm saying there's like that, I remember that very first time of like grasping what the ego was and like really having to surrender. That's what, when you're talking and you're saying about like the blockage of information that's happening for you at the moment, I'm finding lots of people are having like communication issues, which is the thing of connection, which is really weird. And it's like a reflection of really what's going on in the inside outside. Do you know what I mean? Or when you're talking, there's just so much. That's really interesting as well. But also, it depends how you use the platform, because where that was happening, I was getting really annoyed. And I thought, hold on, let's actually really think about it. Maybe it's asking me to do it differently. So now at the moment, I actually don't watch anything because I'm making and I'm creating over, because I was like, oh, this is destroying me. Let's create. And I'm trying to show people how it
But
is.
that's what I'm saying. The guy that's not, that's doing his own little thing is not being seen anymore. So it's only people that already have so many. They've sold so many thousands. I mean, just listen. Yeah, yeah, exactly. In nature, yes, I know. But no, we're talking about there's a need. We need to do it on a mental health issue for every. We've got, as I say, all these people. A majority of the population are over 60. It's just factual. So, I mean, yeah, you can incorporate business, make money, put them on the thing. I mean, there's such a huge loophole for you. It's not like rocket science, like, hello. But I suppose you see, maybe they're not awake. Someone hasn't thought of it. Or it's not at the box. I don't know. I'm amazed, actually. I'm like, wow.
Just brought another thing to the table that I never even thought of is like, obviously, because of how things are advancing technology, though, say when that does happen, which it will do, imagine the actual, like, how can I say, the online version of AIs or chads, should I use to say, of creating. I know we're trying to say have it organically, but I feel that they'll create, like we have like those dolls or whatever, there'll be fake to entertain and keep that marketing for the money to keep coming in. There'll be times that I feel that they will use like fake technology, so you might not even realize that you'll ever date a robot, like at the end. Do you know what I mean? Like the Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain it. It's like
Yes, I think pretty much they would tell you. So, yes, people are always going to be dating a robot if they want, unless they want to down the line. There is still a huge amount of, that's a long way off. There's still a huge amount of people. We have a need, there's a serious need to connect. Everything's going online. So, this is just an expansion of it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's an opportunity to expand what is already there and to cater for the people. You've got all your other, you're going to still do their selling and then whatever they're going to do, whatever they think they're going to do. How successful it's going to be, I don't know. If they're not tapped into how things are going, they're going to
you
see
make
it's
me
not going to be too successful. You know
serious.
what I mean? Because you're kind of behind the times. You're not seeing what's, if you cater for the need, you can't lose. This is what I'm saying. There's such a need. I'm like, well, no one's catering it for. So there's a gap in the market. I mean, like, hello, you cater
Business.
for the need. You're flying.
Yeah.
It's a massive need for it. This is why it was so sad. I mean, look, I'm 60s, and this is what I'm saying. I was like, well, if I'm watching these people now, if they're 70s and 80s and whatever, writing to me and lonely and trying, I'm like, wow. Then you can see it. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, wow. You see? Oh, just in that thing. And that's a huge part of our population. Massive. So, I mean, you're really like, you're flying then. And there are people are bored. They have money, you know. So
Um,
yeah, definitely.
when you said
Youngsters,
your
oh, absolutely, because they're always on anyway, and they're looking to connect. The awakened lot, big time, are looking to connect, meet other people, and they want unity. So they all meet up and do, all kinds of things. So there's such opportunities here to expand on all avenues. I mean, to grow from that, and to take it. Who knows?
data for people using the actual amount of time, because you can look, I think there's an option that you can look to how many hours that you would spend on the app. And there was something published or research that I was doing about mental health and like the link of usage to phones and the information that we get. It was interesting. Like I did not realize, and still I started actually having to go out in the field and like ask people like, oh, do you use this platform, and looking at how much time we unconsciously know, and it's like an automatic behavior. Like we
No,
go
it's
out
because they are. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's not that. This is what they're missing the plot. It's people are lonely and bored. Why are they sitting scrolling mindlessly on their phones? Because there's. Sorry, I'm going to lose my French here. There's F all for them to do. There's
yeah,
no social things. There's no places for them to meet up. Find like-minded people who's nowhere for date. I said, I'm telling you, this is what I saw. I'm like, holy shit. There's a desperate need. People want to date. They're lonely. They're bored. They're disconnected. So they are, and we've got a mental health. This solves all our bloody problems and keeps these greedy people happy because they're keeping these people on their platform. They just
yeah.
cared about feet. They just want to retain people. So this is why they do this. It's addictive to keep you, on there. Maybe they'll sell or see an ad or nonsense. Well, I'm telling them, you're going to have people on your platform. You won't get them off your platform if you offer this service.
Yeah.
You see?
It's been a pleasure. It's actually been so refreshing just to be able to talk to someone random that has also the same type of ideologies, but like not same, but I like someone that's got a difference of opinions, but you can just, it's been a pleasure. It has actually
You're
been.
welcome. It's common sense. You see, this brain is
Yeah.
very practical, common sense. It also sees patterns and it's awake. So all of these kind of things. This is how this thing works, and it's too straightforward
Okay.
and too honest. Unfortunately, although I was quite polite, being no, but so I wasn't being rude. But as I'm saying, they're going to do it. They're going to do what they're going to do. We got to understand it's programs running. Everyone's got a program, especially when you're not awake. You like the hamsters running on the same program. So they see the world through their perception. And now I'm saying, well, how come you're not marketing, capitalizing on this, but by supplying the actual need that to the people.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a need there. Fill that need. Don't tell me you can't make money out of it. I don't buy that. You've got to
I
be
think the
backward.
wave at
I
the
mean,
right
I'm
time,
seeing like
because it's like
huge
wave.
opportunities here.
Because when you said like people have gone away to retain it, it's like think of a wave as like a visual kind of representation of it. And then when the wave comes back in, like say if you want to keep the water like in a rock pool, it's really interesting. Maybe like how at the moment, can you see the way? I don't know with your platform or what information you're getting from TikTok. I'm not just getting adverts. I'm getting like really direct, like government, like as you said, like more politician, like it's really so you
Mm.
can see maybe
It's
where there
it's
could be
election
money.
time coming up, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of skullduggery and
so it's
political
flowing.
things going on and adverts
It flows
and
very quickly to what
swing
it
your thoughts or your
exactly.
there's a attempt to manipulate to swing your
Pavlov's dogs. It's like classical
choices and views and things. Yeah, that's normal. That's the
timing.
same nonsense goes on. Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
go and have a bath, but I just want to
all
say
right.
thank you so much for allowing this a
Oh,
beautiful time to connect and chat.
yeah,
And oh, it's
exactly.
beautiful.
This is what's so needed. Exactly my point. People want to talk to each other, and this is what they used to do. It was
Yeah,
fascinating. Yeah.
yeah. No, it's lovely, and I really appreciate it. So I hope you have a fantastic evening.
You
If it's
too. Nice
blessed,
talking to you.
you too.
All
Much
right.
love. Thank
Bye.
you, lollies. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Anybody else want anything else to say? Anyone else got any bright ideas? Because that just broke. That it made me sad when I realized, and also because you forget. statistically that we've got all these elderly people. Wow, it's very sad and lonely. And there's dating sites are just horrendous. Um, and you've got the awakened dot, like this one, thinking, wow, how are you going to meet anyone that's, so you've got all these, and there's a huge growing community of awakened people looking for unity, community to meet up, all different, and nobody's jumped on that bandwagon yet. I'm like, I'm sure you could make it profitable, and it will benefit people, benefit mental health, loneliness, keep them on your bloody site for sure. They won't ever be orphaned. So all it's a win-win for everybody. Anyway, for this one, if this is a story, as I say, Facebook is no. 1 week and you're like, no. Why? Because where do you exactly? This is what I'm thinking. I thought I could meet like-minded people, and I discovered there's no ways of me finding awakened people. I've been looking at these apps, friendship apps, dating apps, and I'm like, no. You're just seeing like huge loopholes, huge flaws in the system. Well, all these apps, I'm like, wow. So in all systems, it fails. Friendship, dating, awaken, like-minded. Yeah, and especially for those over 50. Wow. And that is a massive part of the European or northern, that's it. An issue in Africa and India, that's it. Then they've got the young people. But this as well, they would connect them because young people want to meet people all over the world and, different and learn. And so in every way, I mean, I just can't understand that no one's copped onto this yet. And wow, you've got such an audience there to, you'd have them, your platform would, anyway, there we are, discussed all that. Anybody else got any other, I'm sure, found any the same sort of thing? Horrifying. I mean, yeah, there's, wow. These dating sites are just pathetic, sad. They just, yeah, I'm sure. I can't believe it. We've got such incredible minds out there that's all you could have come up with. It's like, wow, it's sad. Very sad. So there we are. I think I should be contacting TikTok. Let's try and marketing this for the greater good for their pocket and humanity. We're all happy because listening to this poor man, that made me sad. And seeing these people, and then obviously realizing, wow, there's so many out there that are just so lonely, so bored. So all needs. I mean, just we're failing. And there's just no reason for it. It baffles one's mind. Anyway, there we are. I'd love to meet like-minded people, and I'm like, I saw the loophole. Right, someone's got to do something about this. So I have no clue where to find them. It's definitely not on the most wanted list. That's for sure. Frightening. I'm sure we could make it better and safer for everybody. Definitely. Anyway, all right, people. Thank you for joining. Wow, sad. Thank you for joining. Let's hope we can make it a better, happier, more connected planet. My God, this is the future. And like you're just thinking, where's everybody with this online and the ability and app? Why come no one's done it yet? Come on, they are intelligent, wealthy. Maybe we can find some people backing, that investors that can. But I think TikTok is the right platform. I mean, they've really got the setup there to absolutely wipe out everybody on this. If they did that, so TikTok friendship dating, but in a much, as I say, can't be hard. Simple for some of these kids. They are so clever when it comes to this, to create this. I mean, they create games. Come on, this is nothing compared to some of the games. Anyway, I'm not IT, so I don't want to know, but I'm definitely going to try and approach TikTok and I'm sure they'll be able to profit from it. I mean, why would they even want to waste their time with TikTok in the first place when it was non-commercial? Touch and effort to get in here. So it's got to be worth their while to have more traffic on here. All right, I'm off to bed. Yeah, that's sad. Anyway, there we are. Is what it is. Thank you for joining. I wish you all a good evening or morning or night. And if you're having the same problems over 50 and trying to find like-minded people or people that you would like to even converse with, you have my sympathy. Because I've just, wow, not even 1 week and I'm like, oh, dear. Wow, it is, yes, a rocky road indeed. All right, people, good night. Bye.